Okay, everybody, we're going to do an update. I haven't done this in a couple of years. Probably because most things haven't changed, but I started thinking about it. And although this Maxpedition VersaPack, they call this the Fat Boy, they should really name it the Little Boy. There's a very important capability that this little bag is missing, especially for us overweight, obese people, morbidly obese people. In hot weather, we drink like a quart of water a mile. If we have to walk, it's like a quarter mile, or a gallon every 4 miles. We get 4 miles to the gallon of water. How about that? So even though this had tools in it, and I had a small little Aquamera, straw filter. Of course, this was limited in room, and it had lots of pockets and everything, and it carried a good bit of tools, and it served me well, especially with the Janus extension. I love this Janus extension because it keeps my billfold and the thing I use most often, which is the knife, right there, right across my chest. So it's right there in front of me at all times on the strap. But we'll get into that later. So what this was missing was a capability to carry water. Now granted, a quart of water is not much, but a quart of water is better than nothing. So, it's got the Nalgene with the nested stainless steel cup in there. So technically I could have me a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or something like that if I decided to stop and take a break, build a little fire or something. And yes, there's still the fire kits in here. I mean, all my other standard stuff is in here. Plus, now I do have the bigger backpack I call my get home bag. But the get home bag was kind of hard just to, somebody's coming over, going to go on a road trip or something. Having the backpack with everything attached to it, kind of hard just grab and go carry everywhere. That's why I'm calling this an EDC. This is, if I was going riding with somebody, just like a woman carrying a purse, this is my man purse right here. This is the new man purse. This is the Maxpedition, I believe it's a Mongo VersaPack. It's the biggest VersaPack they got. It's not as big as some of their bags, but as far as being able to throw it across your shoulders and everything, it's good to go. Now, of course, I haven't got quite yet. I'm going to get the original sheath for this and sew some Velcro on the back of it, because you'll see why here in a minute. This is a fairly often used thing. I might put it up here. It's a, let's go through this pocket first. This pocket's pretty good. I keep some lubricant or gun oil. It's the Otis gun lube. I probably could put this in here for now. Just keep it like that because it won't fall out. Fairly easy to get to. And in this packet I keep a small first aid kit. And another thing I would have to make it home is this. Now, I'm not going to tell you what prescription med I have, but the prescription med I have does not have any aspirin or stuff with it. So, but it also can make you a little loopy if you take too much. So I mix this with my pain medicine so I can half dose the other pain medicine. I don't want to have to take a full dose of the other pain medicine. And anybody that knows about the goodies, it has the acetaminophen, just like Tylenol, plus the aspirin. It's got a full dose of aspirin and a full dose of acetaminophen, which is the Tylenol. Has both, and a shot of caffeine. That's why Goodies Powders has long been known as the worst tasting but best headache medicine powder you can get. Works fast, but I also added a half of one of my prescription sprinklers. So basically right there, if you figured I'd take a powder every 4 hours, I call that my 12-mile hiking pack right there, because I know I'm in bad shape, and if all those little skinny people, I can make it past them without them eating me. That would be what this and the water is what I need to make it home. For I have a huge food supply around my belly. I do have a couple of salt packs in the first aid kit there. Those little things you get from the restaurant. If I'm sweating really profusely, you'd want to maybe take a little bit of salt with a quart of water, so that's all I've got in that packet right now. You can see it's opened up. I can expand, I can add a little bit to it if I need to at a later time. That's the beauty of that pack over this one. This stuff here was in this pack, and when you start adding that stuff, and what you'll see here in a little bit, into that other bag, it's quite full, and there was no room for expansion. Plus, now that I've got my amateur radio license, I am WC2V, I'm carrying amateur radio gear. So that really put a strain on this thing. If you tried to throw a camera on it or anything else. Well, it's got Velcro all across it. It's got this pocket up front, which I keep the little instruction book for that because it's so hard to remember. Also, these are nice. They give them to you on the airlines, but I got this at the drugstore. It's a little thing you put over your face to block the light out. So if you want to sleep, take a nap in the daytime or siesta, do your traveling at night and sleep in the day. That helps you sleep. Of course, everybody carry a little sewing kit already pre-threaded. I think I got these for $1, at the buck store. And 50 bucks and 1s, 5s, and 10s, and some stamps. There's a little there's a 1-ounce silver bar in there. Don't know if most people around here are blooming idiots. They don't even. They say silver. What good is that? I'm gonna trade you. Well, you tried. Come on, trade me silver. I'll do it. So got that. I'm gonna go through this other little thing right here. In the back, if you need to make a pillow out of it while you're resting. I got a Swiss Moray in the back of it here. A little bit, not the best fixed blade in the world, but hey, it's pretty good. I'll probably search eventually for a knife that fits this little pouch here in the back, because let's face it, this Moray only goes yay far, and it could go all the way down. I mean, there's probably room there for a good I don't know, maybe a K-bar would even fit in there. I'm not sure. I'll take this pouch with me to the knife store and go shopping for a heavier duty knife that would fit in that little pocket right there. But this Swiss Moray works for now. Gives me a little extra blade. And of course, everybody wants to see the CCW section, which is full of Velcro. I've got the holster. The other one had that. A little Kel-Tec PF9, and an extra clip for it down in here. Oh, wait a minute. Lighter, windproof lighter. Or stormproof lighter, I don't know. They call it proof, I just call it resistant. And of course, extra clip of 9mm. I mean, this bag is bigger, so I could probably carry my full-size 45 in there, but I mean, why add the weight? See, 8. I forgot how many rounds the full thing holds. I think it's 7 or 8. Let's see, 7 rounds in the clip. So yes, I called it a clip. Get over it. 14 rounds. I mean, we're in war after that. So, I don't know. I don't know yet what I'll put in here. I might switch the flashlight over to there. But anyway, we went through that pouch. You seen what's in there? Seen what's in there? Go ahead and open this up. As you can see, there's lots more room now. I just got some paperwork sitting in there. There is Velcro in here, Velcro here. So I was going to put Velcro on, glue it on the back of my eyeglass case or my sunglass case, and there, and my reading glasses, put Velcro on the back of the little hard case and put it there. So, you know, anything I want to access as far as stuff like that would be right across there, and it won't fall out because of the Velcro. So, you know, get you some Velcro and just glue it to your cases and then stick it to that so it's right there. And you can just flop it over. So there's another little one right back here with more of the Velcro on that side. Got my thumb drive here with a, you know, all my important papers and all like that. This is one of the survivors. These are one of the supposedly indestructible thumb drives. Got a real hard case, completely encased in aluminum, kind of like a Faraday cage. So it's should be fairly rock solid, solid aluminum. You can run over it with the truck. Still good to go. 16 gigabytes, 16 gigs of data. I ain't got it nowhere near filled up, so keep that attached to it there. As you can see, I use that on the key keeper, so it's basically not going anywhere. Let's see what else. There's another pack. Ain't got nothing in there yet. Like I say, this pack has got a lot more room in it, and I probably won't fill it up just for the fact that you know, if something happens, you'll be picking up stuff along the way to help you out. Going to the back case is where I got most of the stuff. Now, my main work light is a headlamp. I know Nut and Fancy says he doesn't like this because of the weight issue, but let me tell you something. Most all the work I ever done with this is on low power, and with 4 AA batteries on a full charge, 4 lithium batteries, you got a week worth of light running this continuously. So it's I put up with the weight to have that capability of long run time. And anyway, with that. Now, of course, can't go anywhere. Everybody has to have gloves, and this is a compromise glove. It's a Mechanics brand work glove. They got a little bit thicker leather on them, but they still fit snugly. So it's not quite a shooter's glove, but it's a little heavier duty than their regular Mechanics glove. So, you know, that's definitely a necessity in anybody's bag. Now, this is Aquamira. They say this is good for 30-40 gallons. It's only 2 micron, so it's not good for all bacteria and stuff. So everybody's saying, well, that's worthless. You know, it's not going to help you. And they will fit on, this screw-in will fit on standard pop bottles. You know, so in the ditch you find where somebody throwed away a 2-liter bottle. You know, you dip your water out with that. So, but this here will kill all the bacteria. So the way I like to filter, I like 2-stage stuff. Let's say I'm having to walk back, some unknown reason. I stop by a pond, you know, I pick up a 2-liter bottle out of the ditch, probably a couple of them. Cut one in half and put a coffee filter or your bandana across it to get the biggest stuff out. And then you, for a 2-liter bottle, you drop 2 tablets in it and go on your walk or whatever. And after about 4 hours, you screw this onto your bottle, which this would have killed all the bacteria. And then this has a nice carbon filtration thing on it. Then you can go about, you know, filtering all the rest of it on out. So that right there together would give me about at least let's see, 24 per liter, 2, 4, about 6 gallons of purified water. So my thinking of a fat person needing a quart of water per mile, or maybe more, 4 gallons, 4 miles, you're looking several miles that could get me, and I'm not going to travel that far from home. So, better than nothing. I mean, there is better options, and if I knew I was going better, I'd probably take my big backpack with me, and that has better water filtration, purification capabilities. Of course, you know, you got to have some paracord. Let's see what else is in here. A little bit of ass wipe. You got to have the ass wipe. You don't want to have rectal itch while you're walking around. And pretty much, I'm going to take this out so I know I covered it when it's sitting there on the table. This, being I'm a ham operator now, I've got a little electronics bag. Basically what this is adapters and chargers and just a bunch of USB cables, cigarette lighter adapters, AC adapters, stuff like that to charge cell phones or the amateur radio, either one. All right there. You got some batteries, car fuses, assorted fuses, a 9-volt battery. Got some AA's and AAA's in the back. So I got the locations. This is new when I picked this up. This was like a $4 little pouch, and I'm trying to think of something to do with it. So I decided to call this my comfort pouch. I ain't quite done with it, but I got a little I forgot what they call these, Zune music player. You can watch music, listen to podcasts, whatever, while you're taking a break. And some chewing gum in there. I'll probably add some other stuff to it later. You know, I call this my, what do you call it, luxury bag. Things that aren't really necessary, but they're nice to have. The zipper on these are a knockoff of the Maxpedition stuff, so the zipper's nowhere near as good, but hey, for under $5, what do you expect? Get what you pay for. Now this is one thing. This is the probably only what you call a dedicated survival kit. You can look it up online. It's the Ultimate Survival Technologies Aqua Kit. It's got a little chainsaw looking hand thing that you can pull back and forth. It works surprisingly well. Signal mirror, a blast match, a jet stream whistle, and some of these wet fires. Now those wet fires are great. You will, if you can't start a fire with those things, you bad problems. But I even added a couple extra too. So there's 4 of those things of that in there. And that's basically it. So just throw it all back in there. I think I got some more stuff up front though. Oh, yeah, that goes in there. And in the center, work tools. Alright, now this whole side right here, when you're carrying this bag, rides right where your right hand is, so all this is easy to get to. And like I say, I got my knife, billfold, checkbook, all that good stuff there. Cell phone. That's a little knife sharpener. Never used it, but actually I think I took it out. Don't know what it's doing there. Empty pouch. So I got my regular long throw flashlight, 4.7s. It's AA batteries, but I think it was 205 lumens with the bigger head on it, so it has more of a throw out. And lastly, in this little old pouch right here, Delorme Earthmate GPS. So I'm not quite finished with this. I'm going to put a little compass right here. It's got a little space for a compass, so I'm going to put me a compass and some other things. We'll call this the NavCom section right here. This will be navigation and communication section. So that's basically what's in my purse.